Well, welcome back to more of our updated beginner's guide to City Skylines 2 as I watch steam rise from our gas power plant that is so helpful in turning us around from a city that was losing money to a city that's making money, that a city that's actually getting money brought in. We are now, instead of purchasing electricity, we're selling electricity. So, yeah, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. What I want to do in this episode, I kind of want to make this an episode where we wrap things up. Let's pause. I want to make this an episode where we wrap things up. I want to get your thoughts on whether or not we move forward with this city. Kind of want to do kind of a checkup, kind of some administrative things that we hadn't really done. Maybe just go one level or two further into some of the data. Um, but yeah, this is good. So in my mind, in my opinion, when I started with this beginner's guide, my goal was I wanted to get a city up and running, successful and making money. And when you look at this monthly balance, it's September, sometime by October, November, instead of having 236 in the bank, we'll be over 1 million. So part of what I'm going to do is just kind of let the game run as we build up. But before I let the game run, there are some things that I want to do just to make sure that there are some critical services that I want to have in place. Uh, so let's do this. Now that we are paused, and you can do this once you get some cities going. We're going to do this here in episode 4, but you can do this whenever you want. But like I said, I really want to make this as straightforward, as simplified as possible. So now that we've got a city up and running, let's just kind of take the pulse of the city and see what we need to do, if anything. I already know there's some things that we're going to need just based on experience. So let's go from left and right. We can either look at the information here, or we can come up here. That's personal preference. I just kind of find it easier to do this. Let's start with electricity. So electricity up here, left hand side. Over time, you're going to start paying attention to this data. Electricity availability. We're doing extremely well. We may get to the point where we even experiment and turn off the coal power plant to see if how much that saves us compared to how much that excess electricity is bringing in. So there's really nothing that we need to do from an electricity standpoint. Let's go to water. Look at that. We are right on the very verge of having a water issue. So let's come over to water. So this groundwater pumping station has served us very well. We've even added an extra pump. Let's do this. Let's do an additional groundwater pumping. I don't think at this time we need to add the extra pump. I don't. We'll see. And even without hitting play, it may. No, it didn't. But it will jump. Let's just go ahead and, just for the sake of seeing it while we're still on this category. There. Perfect. Let's go ahead and it's what I want, but let's go ahead and put in some safeguards. Let's do the extra pump. All right. Healthcare. Healthcare availability is now going to be something that we need to work on, because if we let this city run, we could potentially get away with it. Um, I'm thinking seriously of a medical clinic. The small medical clinic is good for getting started, but you're just not making, you just don't have the modules that you would have with this medical clinic. You know, let's leave it alone for right now. We'll leave it alone. All right, garbage. It's right on the edge. So here's the thing: is there anything? Is there a module that we can click? So we're about halfway full. So I think that's something that we can let go for a while as well. Education. I don't think we can let education go. I want to go ahead and get education in place. We have one elementary school. You see how a lot of that is red. Now, some of this is industrial. Our main residential, our largest residential area is primarily green. This newer one is where we have some challenges. So let's put a school right here, but I want to make sure we've got enough space for that extension. Maybe we put it here. Let's do this. And then I want to put on that extension wing. All right. Fire, not bad. Not bad at all. Police, not bad. We have so we are taking care of about 500 citizens with our cab service. We do not have bus right now. We need parks. That's going to make a big difference from a happiness standpoint. How about some dog parks? Let's get as much of our residential areas green. That's better. All right. Now, over here, we have not done anything with this. And let's come over to our smiley face. We're negative 11. That is a big, big negative on unreliable mail service. The little post office. I don't find the little post office does what the actual post office can do, and we don't have enough money for it yet. We will. So we're just going to have to deal with the fact that we've got this negative 11 for a while. Is there anything over here when we look, it says unreliable internet service? A radio mast. That's not bad. 25,000. Now it says low noise pollution, but I don't like putting it right in the middle. Where can we put it where we're getting the most coverage? Let's do this. Let's draw a road. We may still do some residential here, but we'll worry about that later. Let's draw a road.
A driving advisory has been issued for the
housing.
This just in.
All right, now, you see that orange? That shows my radius. I don't want to waste a lot of it. Although we would be building out here, but I want as much, but I don't want it right in the middle of my residential area. There. From a budget standpoint, we've been looking at this since the very beginning. I'm very proud of the fact we did not have to take out loans. Be careful with loans in this current state of Cities Skylines 2. Loans can bankrupt you. In this current state, you can take your taxes up to 11, 12%. Maybe later. The people seem real sensitive to that. Services. I think we've taken all of our budgets. Garbage management, education, fire. Yeah. That's fine. Production, look at that. Now some of our surpluses have gone away, but that fluctuates. We're paused. Let's also put down some more before we hit play. Let's put down some more. We're going to need high density residential, and we're going to need industrial. Let's do some industrial here. Let's do that. And let's go ahead and put some there along that road. The other thing that I wonder how much it's going to cost. We do not have a true highway system. And if you look over here as well, it even says, doesn't say it yet, but it will. There's going to be traffic issues. They're going to be upset about traffic. And that would be part of next steps. But I think what I want to do, even before they say they're upset with traffic, let's go back here. Let's go to large roads, 8-lane road. See where it says replace. Let's start replacing before they even get upset about it. We will lose some commercial buildings right there, or whatever other type of building but I just want to get this kind of safeguarded so that as we are running and working our way towards, now I don't know, well, let's go ahead. Let's do it now. We'll let it build back. Traffic doesn't look too bad along here. All right. All right, so now what else? We've gone across the board here. We have not spent any time looking at things like transportation overview because we don't have a lot of that. We've not spent any time on city statistics. I just don't want to. There's some things that we just have not looked at because it's not truly necessary from a pure beginner's guide standpoint. I think we can run. I think we can run. Let's run the city. And it's September. We'll see you in October or November. And by then, according to this, sometime in October, November, we'll be over 1 million. Look at this. It's October, so about a month later, and we just crossed over. So if you remember, we started this game, we started this city with 1 million. We spent almost all we spent almost all of it. But now we are back to the point where our city is making funds. Look at this. All right, what I want to do, I want to address some of the bigger negatives, not all, but some of the bigger negatives. So right now there are 4 things that are affecting the average happiness of the citizens, and the big one is that unreliable mail service. I want to also work a bit on healthcare, and then let's even just a touch work on some traffic. And then I want to talk about next steps and what I would do if I were continuing on with this city. So I think we can let the game run while we work on mail service. So that small post office that I was talking about just does not. As of right now, I don't get a lot of use out of it. But let's come here. Now the larger post office is gonna put a dent in our overall. But let's see what we've got here. See how everything almost turns green? Let me click on this one. See that? That little post office doesn't do it. Let's take the large post office, and I want to let's be as strategic as possible. Okay. We have mail storage extension, so we can extend our storage space. We don't know if we need that yet. We don't know if we need a van garage. As of right now, we've got 20 vehicles, whereas the smaller one, 4 vehicles. Now, the one thing that we could do, we could do the smaller post office out in this outer area, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So let's go back here. Let's get mailboxes. We will put mailboxes out here. Let's get some mailboxes set up. You see the smiley faces. I don't want to clog up traffic. I'm gonna put mailboxes. Let's see. We're gonna have eventually people living. Let's do that. And then this is a main area that we're gonna need to put mailboxes. No need of going crazy with it just yet. Let's see how it works. Because when I place it, you can see we get stars that light up quite a distance from where we put the mailbox. All right, that's taken care of. Now, what were some of the other things? Unreliable health care. I'm tempted to just turn this off after. Let's do that larger medical. I kind of want a road dedicated just to it and maybe a few other things. So let's do, because if you look at that, there's going to be tiles that we can fill in. All right, let's go here. Let's get the larger medical clinic that can be upgraded. Once again, I don't want to be on a major arterial road. I want it off on the side. If you think about where we've put medical, police, fire, we've not placed them on the main road. I don't want anything clogging up the main road. We've got additional ambulances. We've got an extension wing. Let's see where we are from a budget standpoint. I think I'm going to leave this running because that's three vehicles that we would lose if we turn that off. Let's let that run. All right. Traffic. Maybe on this same road. Let's go here. Let's go here. Road Maintenance Depot. Base of operations for road maintenance personnel, their tools and vehicles. Road maintenance comprises road repairs, snow clearing, and traffic accident cleanup. We have picked a map where we don't have to worry about removing snow, but we do have to worry about repairs on our road. If we zoom out, some of our most important roadway is red.
For the immediate due to poor road conditions.
That's
Please
fitting.
exercise caution if you must.
This is
industry.
this just.
So we're going to help our traffic. So let's go back here. Or we may put it in an industrial area, but let's take a look at this again. It's only 14,000. Oh, it's big. Let's come somewhere else. Let's come out here close to our coal. Let's give it some space. We can add extra garage, but as of right now, we've got 10 vehicles. And those vehicles will go out and they will help with accidents. They will help with getting our roads in better shape so that hopefully this major 8-lane will no longer be red and we'll get better traffic flow. All right. So we need to give it time, but hopefully we can get rid of this -12 for unreliable mail service. We can make a dent in this and make a dent in this. I do not really care about the small homes, but I just want to, let's get some commercial. Looks like they're needing commercial. All right, wonderful, wonderful. So while we talk about next steps, I'm going to go ahead and up the speed. Let's see if while we're talking some of these things change. All right. Well, I think this is a good stopping point for our beginner's guide. So I thank you for watching. I do hope that this helps. If I can just help one person have success with their city, that's all. Is there music that's a little bit softer? Yeah, let's do that. That was kind of, if I can just help one person have success with this game. I know it's not had the best launch. I know that there have been and there are performance issues here and there, but this is a wonderful game, and it's going to continue to get even better as the developers pour more time and energy and efforts into making it better and better and better. But yeah, I hope this has been helpful. If you have questions, let me know. I am not getting rid of this city save. I'm going to keep this save. If I were playing, and let me know, I'm happy to, if I were continuing on with this city, and we've already talked about it, there are some things that I would be doing. I would be working towards much, much better education in this city. I would be working on better health care. I would be working on a bus system. And by all means, I would be working on highways. So when we come over to our development points, let's start at the top. So we've got 18 development points. Without a doubt, 2 of those points would be dedicated to highways, 4 points dedicated to intersections. So that would bring us down to 12. Nothing here. We've already unlocked our gas power plant. Really nothing here for right now. I would think heavily about devoting 2 points to a hospital. I would think about 2 points to an incinerator plant. But really, I would be putting a point towards college. There's really nothing here for fire and rescue. Police and administration. Now, I'm going to put an asterisk beside this. Prior to the big patches, the welfare office served a lot of purposes. It kept crime to the point where you really didn't need a lot of police. It helped out the low wealth, and I'm still watching cities to see how it works. As of right now, I would still use the welfare office just because of the fact that it's 1 point, and the welfare office it's not that terribly expensive. Before the major patches, it was a given I would use the welfare office. I'm still the jury is still out on how important it is post big patches. train, park maintenance. We'd want to maintain our parks. Really nothing outrageously needed here right now over time. But the big thing, if I were playing this, the first thing that I would do is I would go back to my options and I would turn off the maintenance fee for tiles. I'm still not sold that when you purchase tiles, you should pay a maintenance fee. Let's look at our budget. Tile upkeep, 41,000 that we are paying because we have unlocked 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. I believe it's 4. 1, 2, so we could get to the oil, and 1, 2 over here. 41,000. I would turn that off. The other thing that I would do is, as of right now, this city of 17,000 and our industries and everything is coming into this city here. And look at the backup. This city is now ready for tiles to be unlocked. I would unlock tiles all the way around this city. Whoops. And this highway, and actually there's a highway, or is that train? That's a highway. No, that's train. So I would unlock tiles, and my industry, I would start taking advantage of the train connection there. But I would have a highway network where instead of this being an entrance and the only entrance, this would be an intersection where this is one of the ways in to the city. I would also have, if you look here, we've got some dead ends here. I would also have another way to get to the highway. So the highway would come in this direction and you could continue on into the city. But you could also make a right-hand turn, and I would have the highway go up this way so that people that live here, people that live out here in my farms could jump right onto the highway and off they go. That's what I would do. Those would be my next steps. So, but yeah, what I would recommend that you do is, if you're playing and you're early on, when you save a couple of different versions. You know, for example, right now what we could do, I could save a version of this for tutorials. I could save a version of this and title it my ongoing Let's Play, but save some versions and experiment around. We've got demand. And just see how it works. But those would be my next steps. So here's the question. I'm kind of liking where we are with this city. I don't mind. It would start to transition from being a beginner's guide, or we could still call it a beginner's guide, but it would start to transition from being just a beginner's guide to more of a let's play, where we're also kind of offering, where I'm also offering tips and strategies and whatnot. Let me know. Do we continue on?
You're tuned into Second Moon. The check. This just
There. But yeah, let me know what would you like to see with this city. Let me know if you have questions. Hey Leonard, what if, or I'd like to learn more about this or that, just let me know. I am more than happy to help out. Let's see what's going on here. Still unreliable mail service, but we're still in October, so we need to give it time. Our trucks are out moving around, but we still need to give it some time and see. But yeah, just definitely let me know what are your thoughts? What can I answer? Do we continue on? Because part of me is thinking that I may continue on. Let me know if I continue on. Should I record it? Instead of just playing it on my own, should I record the next steps? Because there are some things that I would definitely be addressing in next steps. I see definite neighborhoods starting to shape up, you know, more industrial along here. As I said, there are things that can take place in this opening grid with 4 additional grid tiles unlocked. So, but yeah, I appreciate you hanging out with me and spending time. As I said, I really do hope this has been helpful. Any questions, I'm happy to answer those questions, but enjoy your city and your cities, and we will see you next time. Take care.